I'm a paper artist living in Colorado. I have a hand paper making studio up in the mountains in Red Cliff, just outside of Vail. I'm excited to share my book with you, Playing with Pop-Ups. You're in for a real treat. This book is a collection of projects by 15 of the top paper engineers from around the world. I've asked them to design projects and share them with you, and they're all in the book. In fact, the templates for the projects are online, so you can print out each project on your own paper, cut it out, and then follow the directions to assemble it. Do you like my pop-up earrings? This is one of the projects in the book. But today I'm going to show you a different project, this pop-up rib cage. This is designed by Yoojin Kim, and it's a really fun project. So I'm going to show you step by step how to make that project. First off, I printed out the template onto cardstock. This is an 80-pound cardstock, and I wanted to add a little bit of imagery, so I Xeroxed a page from a dictionary about the rib cage onto the cardstock. And then I put the template on top and used that as my guide for cutting out the card. I've got it cut out here, so I'll show you. I don't have to show you every step, but I want to show you I cut the card out, and then there are these 3 slits that I also cut, 1, 2, 3, and then I cut out the smaller pieces, and I cut my rib cage out of a slightly thinner cardstock in blue. So the first step is assembling the rib cage. This is a really simple project and really fun. So now I've got my card and my parts cut out, and I'm going to score the central fold on the card. And then there are 2 little score lines, dotted lines on the template that are marked to score, so that these little pieces fold as well. And then I'll fold those along the score lines. Okay, and now I'm going to take the rib cage and tuck it into this piece. I'm going to take glue. This is a great little glue applicator. The source for buying this is in the book. I like to use a paintbrush just to smooth out the glue. And then I'll sandwich the rib cage right along that score line and fold that and tuck it in place. The glue I'm using, by the way, is polyvinyl acetate. It's a white glue that dries clear, and it is acid-free. Okay, now I want to be careful not to get any glue on this part, but I am going to glue this section. So again, I'll put glue on the red piece. No glue here. I accidentally put a little glue in that midsection. This will allow my tab to slip through there. That's a little slot for that. So you don't want glue there. And then we'll smooth that out. And attach that piece. Sandwich that. Now I've got this glued, both sides glued onto the rib cage. I'm going to take this long tab and slide it through the slots in the backing card. So first from the inside out, and then back in from the outside in. And then I'm not going to thread it through that last slot yet. I'm going to glue the side of the rib cage along that slit. So I can see where that slit is because I've got my tab there. And I'm going to take glue and put it just on the red pieces on the back of this side of the rib cage. I don't want any glue to ooze out, so I'm going to smooth it out here. Now I'm going to align that to the right hand edge of that slit. So that is the only place where this glues down onto the card. This side is not glued down. We're only gluing this. And this is the magic. This makes the magic rib work. Okay, now I'm going to see how it's starting to work? I'm going to thread, I need my knife to help me here. Thread that slit through the last slot, and I'm going to close the card and make sure it slides out so the rib cage is completely flat. Now this is my indicator of where I fold. When that's flat on the inside, I fold this little tab, and now I can glue that in place. Smooth that out again. Now I left the outside of my card just plain, but you could add imagery on the outside as well. There's a fun little story in the book about rib cages too. Okay, so that's glued down. You're going to want to make sure that dries so that it actually works. And then when you open the card, the rib cage slides up. Isn't that cool? Oops, see, my glue's not quite dry. And there's your pop-up rib cage. So this is one of the 15 projects in the book. The book is filled with ideas for just how to work with pop-ups, how to make simple pop-ups from basic to more complex, the 15 projects, and then there's a gallery section in the back of the book which shows you the artwork of the 15 artists in the book plus several more. I hope you'll enjoy making the projects and playing with pop-ups, and I'd love to see what you come up with. I'm sure you'll be inspired to make other unique creations. Thank you.